What's up guys, it's me Christian aka C Money RN. Welcome to another episode of Nursing in Flow. It's been a minute since I made a last nursing video, and it's because I just got back from vacation to the Philippines and Singapore. So since then, been super busy, had a lot of work to do, super jet lagged. I mean, talk about waking up in the middle of midnight, just getting up and having a hard time going back to sleep, then going to a 12-hour shift right after. So super difficult. I just had to get over it real quick, and here I am, I'm back. And just want to give you guys a quick update. So recently I just applied to nurse practitioner school, and this has been a long time coming. I've always thought about applying to nurse practitioner school ever since I even started nursing school, and so something I always wanted to do, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the pros and cons of going into NP school straight after graduating with a BSN in nursing. So I looked up online, there's a couple of pros and cons. First of all, the pros is autonomy in the field and less physical work. They say online that an NP hospitalist can make a ton of money, but ironically, one of the cons is NPs don't make that much. And I hear this argument made by a lot of NPs from different people's specialties. They always say that, you know, when you're an NP working out in the field, depending on where you work initially, you're not really going to make that much money. And another thing too that they say is NPs, they have a lot of responsibility, and that could be too much sometimes at a time. So one NP that I talked to who works at my hospital, he works 5 out of 7 days of the week. He's always there most of the time, and while he makes, you know, a good amount of money, it's very difficult to keep up. So if you're in it really for the money, then maybe NP is not for you. But for me personally, I wanted to go into NP school because, like I said, I really wanted that autonomy and I wanted that independence, the ability to make my own decisions, open my own clinic, which I've talked about in previous videos with Nurse Kanan and my brother Kevin, who's in medical school. So it's been a long time coming. This is something I wanted to do, and I knew that pursuing higher level of education, that's exactly what I wanted to do coming out of the gate after pursuing my BSN, because I believe in pursuing higher education, and that it would not only benefit myself, but it would also benefit the patients that I take care of, because I would get a lot more education. I'll spend a lot more time, you know, dedicating to my craft, and that's exactly what I want to do. I want to be able to be the best possible nurse I could possibly be. I know that's kind of a mouthful, and I did weigh the pros and cons. You know, people, they always come up to me and say, hey Christian, why not look into becoming a doctor, or why not look into becoming a physician's assistant? You know, they make a lot of money, you know, they do a lot of good for the healthcare field. And while I agree with that and I respect both fields, I never thought about becoming either of the two, because as much as I value, you know, money and the finances you make from becoming a nurse, I also value time, and that's something that I really value, you know, as, you know, one of the #1 prereqs of, you know, why I'm pursuing this career path in the first place. It takes about 4 years total to pursue the BSN, you know, 2 years of prereqs and then 2 years to actually finish the program. Then right after that, if you're looking into either PA school or medical school, I have to go back to school just to take the classes I need just to apply for those programs, and that takes even more years. Coupled with the fact that, you know, a PA school or even a medical school, you know, takes multiple years, and I still got to take the prereqs to get into it. So if you know what I'm saying, as opposed to NP school, the process is actually a lot more straightforward, because as for one, I'm already a nurse, and number two, there's not much requirements involved into becoming an NP and getting into the NP school or pursuing masters in education or just any specialty in general after you get that BSN. Because if you think about it, you already have the nursing degree, you already have a license, you're already practicing in whatever state you're working in. So my thought process of pursuing the FNP, the family nurse practitioner route, was that I would only have to present my degree, and in the case of the school that I applied to, I only have to do letters of recommendation, a personal statement on why I want to become a nurse practitioner, in addition to sending in transcripts, which takes less time. And therefore, once I kind of get an answer, if, you know, knock on wood, I hope I get into NP school. NP school average takes about up to about 3 years or so. So it's all online, it's fast paced, and I really want to get into it right away. It's something that I've always wanted to do my whole life. And, you know, in the field that I'm working with, I always work with a lot of Filipinos. So I got titas and titos. They always tell me, Christian, you're so young, you can do it. So that's a big factor too. You know, I'm only 27. I got got my whole career path ahead of me, so you know, why wait 5-10 years to go for it while I'm still young, I'm still fresh out of nursing, I still have all this knowledge in my head, and not taking away from any experience, but I do still plan on working full-time at the hospital that I currently work at. And one of the benefits too of pursuing higher education, and it depends on really your hospital, is that most hospitals nowadays, they offer reimbursement plans, because you know, if you think about it, hospitals, they want to encourage you to pursue education, especially if you have an associate's degree, and they want to support you and give you the resources to pursue that BSN. Similarly to a master's program, I know for one, my hospital will actually help reimburse a percentage of my tuition fees as long as I sign a contract saying that I'm going to be able to work at that hospital for a certain number of years. So it works both ways. It's free money as long as, you know, I'm committed to, you know, where I'm currently working at. So that's a benefit. I do plan on taking loans. I do plan on working full-time, even overtime whenever I'm off up until then, so I could help pay for those fees. And it's something that I really wanted to do. And just wanted to end this video one more time on why exactly I wanted to be an NP. It's because I've always seen myself just making a difference in the community. I know that's like the clear-cut reason why everyone wants to be a nurse, but I really do want to make a difference in the community. I believe that becoming a family nurse practitioner in particular, which is the route that I want to particularly go into, it's the best route, because I'm not only taking care of adults, I'm taking care of a wide spectrum of patients. I'm taking care of children, I'm taking care of mothers, I'm taking care of everybody, from the whole family. And I feel like with the skills that I've developed so far in the nursing field, I could adapt. I can open up this clinic with my brother one day in the future, and I'll be able to make a positive difference in the community, especially those undeserved that need a lot of help. I want to be able to make as much of an impact to them as much as possible, just giving back. I really want to make a difference, so that's why I want to become an FNP. If you guys have any questions or comments, do so in the comment section below. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. And if you guys have any tips on, you know, what to expect in NP school, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask, feel free to share. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.
Busting through the bears that try to contain me. Moving on up, making moves of money endlessly. How you think I got this name? C Money, it's my specialty.